What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another video lesson, and today I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and what I think the Bitcoin price is going to do within the next few days and few weeks. So stick around for that if you are interested in some of that cryptocurrency talk. But first, if you don't know, every single day I give away $25 and it goes to a random commenter from the previous video lesson. So we're going to check out who it is right now. Last video we had 119 unique commenters. Thank you all so much for your support. If you want to enter this raffle, all you gotta do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. And here's Vish, the winner, 301013. He says, do you trade full-time for a living? Yes, I do trade full-time. I also have different ways of making money as well, but I do use trading as a way to supplement my full-time income. So Vish, make sure you send me a YouTube message with your PayPal email address, and I'll send over that 25 bucks to you as soon as I can. So here's the Bitcoin chart on tradingview.com. If you don't know what TradingView is, it's a free platform, completely free. You can visit online, tradingview.com, and you can view any single type of chart, cryptocurrency charts, stock charts, options charts. They have everything. It's very customizable. If you want to purchase a subscription on it, it's like 10 bucks a month, and they let you use a whole bunch of more indicators, and you can make a watch list and stuff like that as well. So if you're interested in trading crypto and you don't have a good chart system, use TradingView. It's one of the best. So here's the Bitcoin chart. Like I said, right now the time frame that we're using is the 4-hour time frame, and you can see I still have this big trend line that I drew ever since the top at around 19,700, and then the bounce we had up to 17,157. All I did was connect those 2 points and made a ray, and that ray so far has made a trend line that has acted as very strong resistance. So you can see here on the 20th of this month, February, we had a bounce up to around 11,800, and it stopped out just around that resistive trend line. And we can do the same thing with the dips. So if we connect all the dips, here's the first one on the 30th of December, down at around 12,234, and then the second one right here on January 17th, the dip down to 9,300. If we just connect those two lines, it makes a supportive trend line, and you can see the big crash we had on the 6th of this month, February, down to 6,000, ended up right on that line. So this is a classic lesson of always draw your trend lines, because these trend lines, more often than not, they will act as future support and resistance. You can see right now the price of Bitcoin is in this very clear channel here. It's bouncing up off of this trend line, and it's topping out at this resistive trend line up here. So in the previous week or so, we saw the price hit that top on the 20th, and then we dipped down and we found some major support at 9,400. You can see I also have a horizontal trend line right there. So how did I get that trend line? Well, that was there even before this price action. I simply drew that because of this top of this bounce here at 9,500, and also this big dip down here on the 17th also stopped out at 9,500. So just drawing that horizontal trend line, wherever I see those dips and those peaks, and drawing those diagonal trend lines wherever I can connect the points. So we had some very strong resistance here at 9,400, but the one thing I want to note was that overall this was not that much volume in this dip. If we switch over to the daily chart, we can just make that even more observant. So here's the dip down to 6,000, and you can see how much volume we had, indicating that that is very strong support. And you can see every single time we've had a big dip like that, we also have very big support. But this time around, once we bounce off of 9,400, there was not that much strong support. So this leads me to believe that this horizontal trend line is going to act as resistance once more, and it's going to turn over, break through 9400, and probably end up down in the 6500s. Once it's down in that area, I will start to build my position, but it seems like it's a bit too early to guess right now. If it does start to break out of this trend line, I will add into my position there. So right now I am not holding any Bitcoin. I'm not looking to trade it right now because it's in the middle of choosing which way to go. So like I said, I do believe that this resistive trend line is going to hold up as resistance because it's done so many times now, and it just doesn't have the volume right now to really break through it. So I'm expecting it to turn over in the next day or so, meet as resistance here at 11,100-ish or so, and turn back around and break through 9,400. But of course, if it doesn't, let's say that it meets resistance here and it dips back down, makes a higher low, then I would consider adding into that higher low, because that is a sign of strength. We haven't had a higher low like that in a very long time. So actually what I'm gonna do right now, because this could be very possible, I'm just gonna make a ray from this dip to this point right here. So now we have a new wedge formed, and say that the price of Bitcoin meets this resistance at 11,100, dips back down and finds new support here at 9,961 or so in this area on this new line, then that is a very bullish sign, and we could expect it to pop back up and break out over this trend line. If it does break out over this trend line, that is a major move, because we haven't been outside of this trend line for the past 2 months now, ever since our run to 19,000. So that is a very, very big move to break this trend line, and that's the point that everyone is watching. So I'm watching it as well. I want to see is this trend line going to break out, and are we going to get a big reversal on Bitcoin, because we are down majorly from its highs of 19,000, over 50%. So it'd be very interesting to see, is this trend line going to hold forever, or is it going to break and possibly make its way back up towards 19,000? Now, I'm not saying it can't go back to 19,000, but I believe it'll be very difficult. There's been a lot of proof that has come out that most of this huge run up last year, it wasn't caused by true growth. It was caused by trading bots, making the price just raise up exponentially and not real. It was caused by a bunch of new traders entering the market because of all the Facebook ads of trading courses on crypto, ICOs, and all that stuff, and just the overall media attention that Bitcoin got as it broke out to new highs and new highs and new highs. So this was a classic supernova, and it reached a point where it was a blow off top. It just had too many people chasing it, and once it had any signs of turning over, it just collapsed and everyone started to sell off. So so like I said, I'm not saying that it can't break over 19,000, but it's not going to be nearly as easy as it was last year. So keep that in mind. Keep your profit targets a lot more conservative than we would have back in November and December on this big run up in the last few months, and aim for not really small gains, because the main point of trading Bitcoin is to swing trade it, but don't aim to like 1,000% your money or anything like that. That's likely not going to happen. We want to be smart traders, we want to be smart investors, and you want to take what we know we can get. So I'm waiting, like I said, until this trend line break to see what we can do. If we can break over that trend line and we make a lower low, then I'll add into that position and swing back up to the top of the trend line and see where it goes from there. So that's my video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson on cryptocurrency. I know it's very helpful for many of you. So like I said, draw your trend lines, and just don't be too greedy on Bitcoin, because it's likely not going to see as rapid growth that we saw back in November and December and January. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment down below, and don't forget, You're only one pattern, one trading strategy away from becoming a profitable trader. If you want to watch me trade penny stocks live, I have a live stream that I do every single morning. You can click the link down below to view my chat room, and I also have a trading course on day trading penny stocks, but the rules and patterns that I teach can be applied to any market, options, crypto, stocks, and so forth. So if you want to check that out, it's the second link down below. I also have a free ebook on how to day trade every single morning, completely free, and that's the first link down below. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.